Dorling's GFR Digest.
Last week, G-Force Racing ventured across the pond for the Canadian Grand Prix, and what a thrilling race it was. This one went down to the wire, producing one of the most edge-of-your-seat GFR races to date. Let's take a look back at how our drivers got on and what we might expect for our next race, the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Mac T has become a force to be reckoned with on this F124 game, and Canada showed no change in his intent to conquer the GFR Championship. Mac T produced a brilliant lap to take pole position and then converted it to take the win, a win that was by no means easy, fighting it out with a damaged car right to the very end. Mac T must be odds-on favourite for the Italian Grand Prix, and I would find it tricky to place any other driver ahead of them in the pre-race predictions right now. Gareza showed some serious pace last time out, contending fiercely for the win right down to the last corners. Gareza has certainly cemented their place here at GFR, and with Italy always producing incredibly close racing, I'm sure Gareza will be battling it out for those podium positions. SS7 finally ended his podium drought last time out at the Canadian Grand Prix with a very well-deserved P3. After a poor qualifying by SS7's usual standards, it left them with a lot of work to do, climbing an amazing 7 positions through the feature race. With Italy perhaps being more of a preferred track for SS7, their great result in Canada will give them every confidence they can fight for those top 3 positions once again. Pankadelek completed perhaps a final or bonus race here at GFR last time out, with both a great qualifying and race result, 5th and 4th respectively. He leaves his Williams team in good stead for the last half of the season. As mentioned in last week's episode, we wish Pankadelek all the best for the future and certainly hope to see him back on track very soon. After a brilliant win in Singapore, Jakob ventured to Canada as a firm favourite. He would line up 3rd on the grid for the race, and it all looked to be going Jakob's way come race day. With the race being fought out between various drivers, Jakob would find himself caught up in the thick of it, before a safety car infringement all but seemingly ended any hopes of a good result. However, after a hard-fought race and plenty of determination, Jakob would remarkably climb all the way back to 5th place, earning himself valuable points in his quest for the title. If Jakob can keep up this momentum, he could be odds-on to become GFR Season 4 champion. Big Tonk ended the Canadian Grand Prix in a well-earned P6, scoring big points for their Ferrari team and themselves. We are certainly seeing these Ferrari drivers slowly climb their way up the grid here at GFR and look forward to seeing where they can get to at our next event in Italy. Jaguar had a strong outing for their Williams team in Canada, qualifying in P9 and moving up 2 places to P7 in the race. They are showing strong pace and consistency, and I wonder just how far they can get up the grid in Italy, a race they may face as a solo Williams driver with Pankadelek's retirement. Daddy Tonk finished exactly where they started the Canadian Grand Prix in P8, picking up valuable points both for themselves and for their Ferrari team. We know Daddy Tonk will be putting in the hours to ensure they are ready for our next race, and very much look forward to seeing what they can do next time out in Italy. Hommel climbed from P13 to P9 last time out in Canada and would have enjoyed his point scoring position come the end of the Grand Prix. This will for sure give them confidence to grab Italy by the horns in their bid to secure a good result next time out. Obo put in a great qualifying performance for the Canadian Grand Prix, even making an alternate strategy call seemingly come to life, hunting down those drivers in front in the closing laps. A cue for some fresh tyres in the pits behind his teammate unfortunately dropped him down the order, which would ultimately end in disaster due to contact which won't help his confidence. However, I am sure he will be as determined as ever to get as high up the grid as he can for our next race in Italy.
Tom 1998.
Tom's race in Canada was another one of ups and downs. A DSQ in qualifying would see them start from the back of the grid. However, a storming first few laps would place them right in the thick of the action, before a series of unfortunate events would sadly see them retire from the race. We know Tom has the speed. Can he produce a clean race next time out in Italy? He would be a sure favourite for the win.
MDorling.
MDorling's race in Canada was one of many ups and downs. An average qualifying, followed by some luck and a good strategy call in the race, saw Dorling up at the front fighting for the win. This would end in disaster though, 3 laps from home, when MDorling's luck ran out at the final chicane, the famous Wall of Champions. Will we see Dorling back fighting for the top spots at Monza? We will find out on Wednesday. Emil produced a stunning qualifying lap to place his car on the front row last time out in Canada. But this would unfortunately not be converted quite how they would have liked in the race itself. We can only hope that qualifying performance will give them confidence for future events. With Italy being a completely different track, can this driver continue their improvements and fight those ahead for the top spots? Riotech Gamer certainly seemed to have a bit of a turbulent event last time out. However, with plenty of practice and some possible Italian luck on their side, let's see what they can produce at our next event. This week we ventured to Italy for another thrilling GFR event at the Italian Grand Prix. Expect Monza to present a great challenge for our drivers here, with plenty of DRS zones to keep everyone in play, and we look forward to seeing who will come out on top. We wish our drivers all the best for Wednesday's race, and if you are watching this for the first time and perhaps fancy taking part, please do follow the link to our Discord and social channels and come and be part of the one-of-a-kind G-Force Racing League. Let's go racing!
Dorling's GFR Digest.